Hello, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Hello, hello, hello. Jack, Derpy, Michelle, good to see you guys. So Jack, I don't know if you knew this, but there is a new emote, and you are the only one who is able to use it. The sus emote. You are the only one right now able to use that emote. So congratulations, Jack. Because in order to use that emote, you need to have given 5,000 bits in your time watching me. So yay for Jack be having a unique emote. As you can see, Sizzlipede still hates me. We're at 1750. I hate my fucking life. Hatching 1,750 eggs for one shiny and not having it. Yo, Jack, thank you so much for the resub. 9 months, you absolute legend. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see that. It happens every month. But thank you, Jack. Much appreciate. Enjoy your emote. Partner showcase. I found out one of your favorite challenges. Which game is that, Derp? I know there was like a Nintendo thing this morning. I haven't seen anything from it. I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't watched it. Nothing. So you guys tell me, anybody that watched it, yeah, if you watched the Nintendo thing, let me know. Doesn't it feel good, Jack? So yeah, there's that one, and then this one here, you need to have 1,000 bits in order to use the cookie one. So there's a couple others that can use the cookie one, but I think active viewers right now, Jack might be the only one. So Jack, Twitch gives special emote slots for 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000 lifetime bits to the channel. And I just never did them because I never get bits. But I was getting the new emotes made. And I was like, well, shit, Jack's over the 5K mark. So I should probably, like, reward Jack for getting there in some way. And so I had 2 extra emotes made to fill the 1,000 and 5,000 slots. Yep, not many people for the cookie emote either, so. But yeah, you get 3 for that. And then there's also, emote slots for tier 2 and tier 3 subs. But I've never gotten one of those. So I've never bothered to make an emote for it, you know? No sense in me spending my money on an emote that nobody can use, right? Because that's why I had it made. That's why I hadn't done an emote yet for the 1,000 or 5,000. So, yeah, Book said the dead one was her favorite. She's being like that. My little soda pop. The game release is near the release. Ah, that sucks there. But Pac-Man World 2. Interesting. I wasn't expecting a new Pac-Man game. Yeah, I was showing Book all the emotes when I got them, and she's like, I like the one where you're dead. I'm like, well, that's very nice of you, sweetie. I appreciate that, I guess. But yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I know our Fang is going through it right now. So all love goes out to Fang. Hopefully she's doing well. Yeah, Fang's sister. You haven't seen them in the chat or on the Discord? You don't pay attention to shit, do you, Jack? They pop into stream every now and then, but they're fairly active on the Discord. It's Dragon's wife. But she got hit by a car today in a hit and run, so Dragon's at the hospital with her right now. That's a fair point, Jack. You should probably start paying attention to things. It would probably be a good idea. Just saying, like, I highly encourage paying attention to things. I'm a fan of it. Plus, I'll say, when you pay attention to shit, like, not anything specific, but just like, when you pay attention to the world around you, you start noticing a lot of weird shit. There's so much stuff I noticed that like nobody else does. I'm like, did you see that? And they're like, see what? I'm like, how'd you not see that? Like, I see weird shit all the time because I'm actually looking around me. Yeah, pretty much all you can do in that situation, but you know. Very shitty situation for Dragon and Fang tonight that they're dealing with. And me, I'm just sitting here sweating my balls off not getting shinies. He would play Peek with me if he gets one gifted sub. What's going on, Eric? How you doing, buddy? Dude, jet lag sucks. It sucks so much. Peak is really fun. Eric, stop. Stop it. I have no idea, Jack. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. In fact, I'm not even remotely sure. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Poker Princess, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. Pac-Man World 2 goes out to her ZA October 26th. Getting Let's Go Pikachu. Oh, derp. No. Save your money. Don't bother with Let's Go. You doing good, Eric? Headache after taking the kids to a pool party. Ah, damn. Too much time in the sun today, Poke? My stomach was making the rumblies that only hands could satisfy. And the heat in general, overcast but humid as hell. Ah, damn. It's been hot as shit here since I've been back. Oh my, it's like heat index has been like 120 every day that I've been back. It has been absolutely horrible. So I gotta take a shower, I get all nice, and then I step out the door and instant swamp ass. It's lovely, let me tell you. Only on Steam. Ah, damn, gotcha. Hopefully it moves on to other platforms at some point. It's a really fun game. I'm thinking about carrying a backpack with me that's just got like some like hand towels and baby wipes in it, so that I can just like step off to the side and clean my balls every now and then. You would say it should sell cheap butt cheek air hoses so we can blow the sweat off our cracks. Oh my god. That would be such a great idea. Any secrets to getting over jet lag? God damn, this shit's kicking my ass. Bow, 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 bow. Dude, if I was like a billionaire and I lived in Florida, I would just like hire somebody to just follow me around and wash my balls occasionally. That's what I would do with my money. Drink lots of water, don't drink alcohol, exercise, take melatonin. Good pre and during trip strategy can take a day per time zone to fully adjust. Day per time zone. Well, I mean, I've been drinking a lot of water. I have been drinking a lot of water. I've been having a couple beers, but I haven't been like drinking heavily. And falling asleep hasn't been the crazy part or the hard part. It's been like staying awake. Eric, I told you when we're gonna climb the mountain, goddammit. We already scheduled this. Random's gonna shove your head in the blood. Dude, that's any game like that, not just Unite. Any game like that. Randoms are the worst. He's talking about the game peak, Poke. The game peak. I already scheduled the day to play with him, and it's not good enough for him. So now he's being a little bit of a... I don't even know what he's being about it. I don't even know what you're being right now, dude. My brain can't process shit. It's being a little bitch. I think that's where I was trying to go with it. I just hate people, meta. That's, you know, just remove MOBAs. I just hate people. But, yeah, no, I'm all fucked up. You gotta think, a week ago, right now, it was 3 a.m. for me. Jordan, you know I hate people. I heard say what I went, all right, bet. You were hoping for shiny? Hoping for shiny what? Oh, horsey, duh. Goddamn, my brain is not braining, like, less than usual. My brain doesn't brain on a good day. And this jet lag got me all kinds of fucked up. You know what's even dumber? Like, okay, so the good side of the jet lag is I've actually been falling asleep at night, right? I've been ending stream at like 11, going right to bed and just passing the fuck out. Awesome, right? When has that ever happened for me? The downside, I've been waking up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Jordan, you know I don't. When do I ever want somebody else's shiny? You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Shiny Murkrow, but no, it's got to be daytime. Ah, meta. Of course I do, Jordan. It's me. I'm like literally just walking around Italy, just chilling with book, and just out of nowhere, I'd be like, yo, my soda pop, my little soda pop. It's just stuck in my head. I can't get it out. And I do the little shoulder thing. So just wait for nighttime, meta, and then get your Murkrow. Easy peasy. It's me. How are you gonna tell me not to be me? That's not right. I would love it if there was another movie. I don't know how they would do it. I don't know what else they could do unless they did like a prequel. But it was fun. It was entertaining. And the music was really good. I'm trying to get Book to watch it, but she's being a brat. We'll get there eventually. One day, it'll happen. Yeah, I feel like I need an energy drink right now. How am I gonna do shenanigans tomorrow if I'm gonna pull a Jer and at like 10 o'clock be like, guys, I'm fading. Why were they running down the road? Did they just like rob a liquor store or something? Congrats, Jordan. I guess. I don't know. Yo, my soda pop, my little soda pop. Pop. Oh, that's right. I meant to send you this. Hang on, I gotta look something up. Drink! What's going on, Pat? Jordan, I just texted you. I just sent the text message. That's a good question, Meta. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure anymore. I was done. On tricks, don't miss. Bit check for my napalm era. I haven't stuck in my. I've been like literally just sitting around like watching like reaction videos to the K-pop Demon Hunter songs and shit. This shit is just in my brain and it won't come out. I can't stop. Squiddy! What going on, squids? Jordan, I would say, What It Sounds Like, the last song. How is the squid? Oh, the burgers, yum. I do know DBZ Bridge meta. Yes, I do know of it. I have watched it all. Great show. Watched every episode. Voice actors, fantastic. And I told them, you voice actors, you're fantastic. Do you have nerd damage? Nerd! Hold on a second. You went to college? Why did you go look at a guy like you possibly major in? Child psychology. That's really interesting. With a minor in pain. A good fishing spot for the matchup. 80% chance I'll probably still face. Best of luck to you, squids. I've seen most of it, Jordan. I tried to watch it my first night back and I fell asleep at the end. So I need to go back and watch like the last quarter of it. Who said nerd damage when he got shocked? Why do I remember that line? It's definitely a DBZA Goku line for sure. I don't remember that exact part though. I enjoyed it, Jordan. I thought it was funny. I thought it was entertaining. I liked all the callbacks and like having like the kids of other characters, you know, like it was really well done. The world's strongest movie. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one again. I don't remember that part of it. Also, I think there's like a couple of the movies that there might be one or two movies that I didn't watch. That might be one of them. On tricks, don't miss. I like good abridged series. Good abridged series are very entertaining. If you want a really good anime abridged series, the SAO abridged by Something Witty Entertainment. Holy fuck, is it good? Princess Trunks. Dude, the Princess Trunks bit was so fucking great. So good. What are you trying to say to me right now, Jordan? Yes, very funny stuff. Very funny stuff. Goku, I mean Goku. Yeah. Although, oddly enough, the greatest Vegeta moment wasn't even in the abridged, it was canon. Yo, what's going on, Serby? How you doing? When he's slapping, when he gets all mad because Beerus is disrespecting Bulma. Or even in the new one when he's fighting and Bulma's like trying to get him to stop, but she's like, if you don't stop, we're never taking a bath together again. And then he immediately stops fighting and lands at her side and like, all right, you guys go. I want to be a Super Saiyan. I wanna. Doing good, Serbs. Doing good. Still trying to get over the jet lag, but other than that, doing good. You know, losing my goddamn mind over this Sizzlipede. The fact I'm almost 1,800 eggs in. You can actually kind of do a bridge Krillin if you scream right. Nice. Nah, the other two scenes are way better, Jordan. Why does everybody keep kicking me in the dick? How I know the classic. What does the scouter say? I have scouter it down. Oh yeah, what's his power level? It's 1006. You got this. Go ahead. Really? Yeah, 1006. All right. God damn it, Nappa! I had the scouter up and I had the scouter upside down. His power level's over 9,000. This one's Frou-Frou, and this one's Cabbage Head, and this one's other Cabbage Head, and this one's Vegeta Jr. If you say kick him really hard, I'm gonna kick you in the dick. Good old goddammit Nappa, and then Vegeta. What a great duo they made. He took the Dragon Balls. We should hit him really hard together. Raph! What's going on, Raph? How you doing, buddy? Fuck you, Jordan. Oh, I've broken him, Vegeta. He must have been made of something weak, like paper mache or Raditz. Dude, meta same. There's so many quotable lines from DBZ Abridged. Same with SAO Abridged, though. SAO Abridged has so many quotable moments. Look, Vegeta, a Pokemon. I'm not a Pokemon. I'm Chotsu. You hear that, Asuna? Meat toboggan. Try getting that image out of your head. Gripping his entrails like the reins of Santa's sleigh, streaking through the fresh morning snow on a trail of bile and gore, as his eyes scream the same question as the horrified children in his wake. Why? The good news is, there's no need to wonder where your God is, because it's right here, and he's fresh out of mercy. Doing some Union Circle hide and seek with some friends. There was a shinies of Viper that spawned. One friend said, if this has the rare mark, I'm gonna be sad. So I caught it, I checked the mark it had, and I have a rare mark shinies of Viper. Oh, Raph, goddamn, dude, that was mean. What are you reading, quoting? Jordan, are you having a stroke over there? Because I know you're better at English than this. Go, Snappa! The last few things, Jordan, were Sword Art Online Abridged. Were the last few things. The other good abridged series is How to Be an Adventure. It's Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon abridged series? They just call it How to Be an Adventurer. So fucking good. You need it for the shiny decks? Hey, fair enough then. I'd have done the same. Look, I don't know how else to put this. I get to fuck a goddess. Muffin button. I didn't install a muffin button. Muffin button. I am Hans and I am Franz and we are going to pump you up. This butt sex is too cold. This butt sex is too hot. This butt sex is just right. Butt sex Goldilocks. Frieza's Hell being children's cartoons was funny. Dude, Frieza in Hell was great. Boom, 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 boom. I love how I say like the most unhinged shit and my chat just like ignores it. You're about 15 years late on realizing that one, Jordan. Tone shift Krillin just right, it becomes Toad. Oh my god. That's cursed. I think my favorite Dragon Ball lore though is the only reason Launch didn't come back for Dragon Ball Z is simply because Akira Toriyama forgot about her. That's it. Like, there was no actual reason. He just fucking forgot that he created her in Dragon Ball and forgot to bring her back. What did you think the purple flower was? Not yet, Jordan. I do have a good IV Hone Edge that I'm going to evolve. I just need a few more candy. Ah, that's right. Murkrow. That's right. Fated Cell, you're gonna get beat. You're gonna be with your Cell Texas, and what? You're gonna defeat me with your Dirt. What is hold on. Why can nobody type tonight? I'm like having a stroke trying to read half your comments. All right, what was the last community day? I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember what it was. Oh, hang on. Gotta see this. Pokemon Go has a new Team Rocket event the week of August 11th. More Team Rocket Go. You can get Shiny Salandit, and Shadow Giratina shows up with Giovanni, and then Shadow Kyogre is gonna be in raids. Pretty good event. The new immersive arts are the... Oh, yes. I know about that one, Squid. So, for everybody that doesn't know, the latest TCG Pocket set, the art doesn't exist. When you pull the card, it just says art coming soon. And it's because after they were, like, had already scheduled the release and were getting ready to do it, they found out that the person who gave them the art for the card traced it off of somebody else, and so they had to pull the art, and they're working on getting replacement art now. So fun times. Oh wait, Jordan, I meant to ask you. Thank you for the shiny duck squids. Face and so you're never gonna defeat me with your stolen techniques. Ah, that's right, that line, that line. What? And you're gonna beat me with yours? Yeah, Jordan, I got a bunch of stuff I caught. I don't know if you need any of it, but I got a bunch of stuff I caught. Oh, speaking of Pokemon Go, I'm thinking of it. On the way home from the trip, we were at the airport in Amsterdam waiting for our layover. And there was like I got like a Team Rocket balloon. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I ended up getting C-Dot out of it. And the IVs on the Shadow C-Dot that I got from the Team Rocket person. 0, 0, 0. I got a Nundo Shadow C-Dot. I didn't even know you could get a Nundo Shadow. Like, I didn't even know that was a fucking thing. Keep it rockin'. Keep it rockin'. Dude, this Sizzlipede is gonna make me throw my controller through my TV. That makes one of us, Derps. That makes one of us. I'm not too sure anymore. I'm kind of tweaking out over this hunt now. I'm like this next set of eggs that hatches puts me at 1800. Reminder, the odds on this hunt were 512. So I'm at 3.5 times odds right now. I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark. Hunt the shiny, don't let the shiny hunt you. I mean, that's pretty good advice, if we're being honest. Like, that's pretty good advice. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I can't wait to finish this hunt and take a break from Masuda for a bit. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I excited. I'm very excited. All right, here we go, guys. 96 to 1800. Can we get it before the 1800 mark? You've been going pretty hard, Squid. I don't blame you. You've been going pretty hard on that. Nine to 7, still no shine. What about 9 to 8, huh? Can 9 to 8 be the one? Let's find out. Nope. 9 to 8, still no shiny. 17.99. Last chance. Can we beat 1800? Nope. We're going to 1800s, guys. Going to 1800s. Sizzlipede 1800 coming up. It is, drum roll, not shiny. Yeah, I'm with you, Squids. I am with you. God damn it. My little soda pop. Dude, it is so like grossly hot and humid. Like it is. I just feel gross sitting here. Aw, squids. That's not good. I mean, I'm tired as hell myself, but I know that's just from the jet lag. I'm like fighting to keep my eyes open. So I'm wondering why I've got like kind of my energy level's a little low tonight. I'm just still fighting off jet lag. That's all. A couple more days, I'll be back to normal. It was nice here. Got some rain last night in the clouds. Keep it cool. Yeah, listen here, squids. Nobody's happy for you. It's 8:30 p.m. The heat index is still 98 degrees. That's for you, squid.
Nobody's happy for you.
Dude, like my AC is blowing warm air on me. Like it's so hot that by the time the air reaches me, it's warm. Actually, hang on. I'm going to adjust my AC a tiny bit here. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it closer to me. See if I can't get some actual cool air on the back of my neck. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. This fucker won't shine. Dude, I'm gonna go over 2K on this hunt. I just fucking know it. I can feel it coming. I can feel 2K in my future. Yes, sir. Dude, can you imagine if I have to fill up all these boxes with rejects yet again? Pogo story. Oh, I just saw that squid at the airport in Amsterdam. I did a Team Rocket thing, and I ended up getting a 000 IV Shadow C-Dot. 000 IV Shadow. So now I have a Nundo Shadow and a Perfect Shadow. I've got a Perfect Shadow Sizor and a Nundo Shadow C-Dot. I also, while I was on vacation, hatched my 5th, number 5, Perfect Grimer. I hatched fucking 2 of them on vacation. 2 Perfect Grimers. What the fuck? What is with me in getting Perfect Grimers in Pogo? How the fuck do I have 5 of them? I said hatched. Hatched. Squiddy, not catched. Hatched. Or are you talking about C-Dot? Did I say I catched it? Are you talking about C-Dot or Grimer? If you're talking about C-Dot, I definitely fucked up. If you're talking about Grimer, I said hatch. Yeah, my AC is malfunctioning. All right, nope, it's not. It's blowing cold air. It's just not. Oh, you're definitely silly squid, but that's what we love about you. We love us some silly squid. Oh, speaking of squid, I ate so much squid on vacation. Like, I ate a lot of squid. Oh, you ever had fried calamari from Olive Garden? Look, Squid's a cannibal, everybody. Squid's a cannibal. Squids are friends, not food. Yeah, and actually, I guess that is pretty canon, isn't it? Aren't squids actually cannibals? Don't ask me why I'm doing this. I'm a weirdo. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. 'Cause I'm a creep. Yes, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. You guys like my rendition of that song? I think I'm gonna put out an official cover. What do you guys think? I swear, if that Stuffle was shiny, I was gonna be so mad. Supposedly there's humble. I believe the very restaurant is observed engaging in cannibalism. Okay, yeah. So yeah, squid being cannibalistic is a canon event. Okay. Thank you for the head pants. Thank you. Dude, I'm about to go get an ice pack and just put it on my balls to like try to cool down a bit. Why you no give A? Give me A. My AC sounds like a jet engine right now for some reason. I mean, nobody's stopping me. Screw you, Jack. I feel like I'm melting. It's like, it's so gross. Sorry, I had to go step in the house just to get like 5 seconds of AC. The fuck is Mr. Freeze? Isn't that a Batman villain? Bruh. What do you want from me? I don't know these things. Addictive. Bruh. Is a Batman Gillian? The fuck is a Batman Gillian? It's like a popsicle? How is it like a popsicle? Ooh, Wimpod. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. You and everybody else in chat's a nice squid. All right, Jack. Bow, 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 bow. Dude, I hate when she like crosses her arms as I'm like the furthest away from her I'm gonna get. Like, you could have done that like a second earlier. I'm gone. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck. Hey, Luminescent Gaming. Thank you so much for the shiny luck. Thank you. Oh, I hear a Loki coming. I see a Loki. Oh, what are you sniffing over there, you weirdo? I thought you were coming to say hi. Doing good, doing good. Still trying to get over this jet lag, but other than that, doing good. What's going on, Loki? How you doing, big guy? What are you up to? Oh, hi, Erza. Both puppies came. Erzy, come here. Erza, come here. Come say hi to Daddy. Hi, Erza. Hi. How you doing, big girl, huh? How you doing? What's Erza up to? Hi, Loki. You being jealous? Are you jealous because I'm giving your sister attention and not you? Is that what's going on now? I got both the puppies coming to say hi to me tonight. Erza never comes to say hi. It's always Loki by himself. Nope. Erza left, but Loki's laying on the floor next to me now. Because I have puppy company for a bit. Who's my good boy, huh? Who's my good boy? Cute little puppers. Okay, you breathe and the other cats show direction is demanding you pet them. Dude, I'll be in another room and I'll be like, oh, hi, Erza. And like, Erza could be in the bedroom with Loki and Loki will still come running because he's afraid she's getting attention and he's not. All right, next set of eggs. Let's see what happens. What do you think, Loki? Is the shiny gonna come now? Do you think I get it now or no? What do you think, buddy? He's not answering. He doesn't have a lot of faith. He's just he doesn't want to tell me no. He feels bad, so he's just pleading the fifth. Isn't that right, buddy? And nope. Come on. Come on. Got your butt. All right, 1820. Let's see, what is it? Still no. God damn. Oh, good, my AC is working properly again now. Oh, that feels so nice. Oh yeah, more of that. Right there. That's the spot. Keep going. Whew. That's exactly what I was looking for. Dude, it's so hot, my AC unit keeps overheating. You know how sad that is? Loki, shut up. What are you barking at? Weirdo. You're just like standing in the middle of the garage, like barking at something. Like there's nothing there. You can't even see anything. The garage door is closed. Like even if there was something there, he wouldn't know it. Do I even want to know what that clip is, Squid? Do I even want to know what that is? Yo, what's going on, Maniac Chris? How you doing? You give egg. It's your whole job is to give egg. There you go. Ugh. I'm about to just start shotgunning beers until I get drunk enough that I don't care how hot I am. You think that'll work? Is that a thing? Like, is that possible to do? Anybody know? Trying to beat Violet decks at 280. Started today. Oh, damn. 280 though from today? Impressive, Chris. Impressive. Like I said, who's stopping you? But again, would that work though? Is the question. I don't know that it would work. I'm definitely tempted to try. I tell you, Chris, this Sizzlipede hunt has got me mentally exhausted. You know how long it takes to hatch 2,000 eggs? Nope. Yeah, I hit that too fast. Oh, no, I didn't. Cool. Thought I screwed up my counter there. I did not. Oh, this hunt is so gross. It's got me stressing out. I don't want to see 2,000. I really don't want to go over 2K again on a Masuda hunt. I've done it once before. I never want it to happen again. But every egg that hatches, I more and more get the feeling that it's going to happen again. No, the Trubbish was 1350. I've only had one Masuda hunt ever go over 2K, and that was Trico back before Scarlet and Violet was a thing. I went 22-31 or something like that for Trico. That shit took forever. Yeah, that was my worst Masuda hunt. I've had a few go like 1,500, 1,700 range. But Trico's the only one that's ever gone over 2K for me. I'm really hoping that when I'm done with my shiny living decks, I'll still be able to say that Trico's the only one that went over 2K. I've got probably 10 more Masuda hunts to do. So there's still a chance that that record gets beaten. I'm just really hoping it doesn't. What's doubtful meta that I'll go over 2K again or that I won't? Oh no, absolutely a disgusting amount of eggs. And the amount of times I've gone more than triple odds on Masuda hunts is absurd. Oh, you won't go over 2K? I fucking hope so, man. I really do. It's not fun. Like literally that Trico hunt is why I hate Masuda. I actually used to really like doing Masuda hunts. I enjoyed them. They were like one of my favorite ways to shiny hunt. I love just kind of riding around and just kind of like, you know, checking on random stuff while I hatched eggs. It used to be fun for me. And then I did Trico and I've hated Masuda ever since. So I'm going over odds a lot. Dude, I don't know what it is. Because, like, the lower the odds, like, the less often you should be going over odds. And even if you go over odds, you shouldn't be going that far over odds on the lower odds. But with Pokemon, it's like the opposite. The lower the odds, the more often you go over odds and buy more. But, like, the higher the odds, the more often you go under odds. It makes no fucking sense to me. Yeah, I mean 2230 is 1,700 over odds. Lying to us about the odds at this point. I think so, Squid. I also think they got annoyed with everybody giving up on Scarlet and Violet and going back to Sword and Shield. And so one of those updates that came out like late last year, they nerfed the shiny charm. I think that's what happened. And then they just didn't tell us. They one of the updates, they patched the odds. They put it back to 81.92. And just didn't tell anybody they did it. Oh, you know what we haven't done on this hunt? We haven't done this yet. (97.2% chance of having the shiny. 0 shinies, 1 in 36. Wait, why did you have to catch a matchup in a Master Ball? Ah, Pokeball Shiny Challenge? Interesting. I mean, you can, but why would you? You still have another 7? Oh, well, that's okay then. Who was here when, fuck, what was his name? Astro? Accidentally caught Zygarde in a regular Pokeball and it was shiny. That shit was funny as hell. That was way back in the day though. So why do you refuse to do Eevee? Yeah, Astro's been MIA for a very long time now. And I know they were going through it before, so yeah, I hope they're doing well. Having to repeat it 8 times, fuck that. Well, I mean, in Scarlet and Violet, you can get all the evolutions and outbreaks. And a lot of the evolutions you can get with just the right sandwich in the right area. Like, a lot of them spawn in the wild. You don't need to just catch 8 Eevees. I mean, you got a point there. I'm just saying, you don't have to catch 8 Eevees. You can catch the evolution shiny in the wild. Just letting you know it's an option. You know, you could do it. Up to you what you want to do, though. I'm just giving you options there. But I think part of the reason I'm still so jet lagged and tired is because I've been waking up so friggin' early. Like, I haven't gotten woken up by my alarm once since I've been home. I've been up long before my alarm is set. Dual Hunt, Mashif, and Murkrow, but neither of these bitches have shined. Ouch. You'll get it, Meta. Keep chugging away. You were getting like a shiny per sandwich the other night, though, so like your luck was bound to come back around the other direction. And most consistent mainline, like every game I think has Eevee in it, even if they're hard to obtain. Like there's a well, like Pikachu's like that too. You got 24 not even a week ago over the course of a day. I was expecting this eventually. All right, as long as you understand, this is just the reverse. As long as you get that. Yo, what's going on, Wayne? How you doing? Not very gremlin-y today. The jet lag is kicking my ass. I can't lie. I don't have the energy to be a gremlin right now. I'm like barely keeping my eyes open. Hey, let's go, Meta. Congrats. So, I know I'm disappointed in myself, Wayne. I really am. I'm very disappointed in myself right now. But how you doing, Wayne? You doing good? You having a good night? Doing the legendary raids. What for? Like, I can't shiny hunt it. What's the point in doing the raids? Like, not only do I have... You don't get the gift from doing the raids. That's not how that works. If the community as a whole defeats the Ruin Legend a million times, then the Ruin Legend gets sent out as a mystery gift. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Not only do I have no interest in doing the raids repeatedly, I did it one time and was like, all right, I'm good. And I really didn't even have an interest in doing that. I just wanted to see how hard it was. Like, not only do I not have any interest in doing the raids, I actually hope that the community fails the challenge and we don't get them gifted to us. I'm tired of Game Freak just handing us fucking shinies and shiny locking everything we want to hunt. Oh, I know it's not gonna happen, Meta. I just hope it does, but I know it won't. I'm tired of Game Freak just being like, oh, hey, here, you do this weird challenge. We'll just give you this hard to obtain shiny. No, eat all the dicks. How about you just fucking put it in the next game and make it shiny huntable? Exactly, Wayne. I don't want to be gifted the shinies. Let me hunt them. If you were just gonna give them out in such a weird ass way, you should have just let us shiny hunt them to begin with. First, they did all that shit with Pokemon Home, where, oh, complete the Pokedex for this game in Home and get this shiny. And now it's like, oh, defeat this legend a million times and get it shiny. Like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to be given shit. I want to earn it. And completing some stupid fucking challenge is not earning it. There's no excitement in that. It's like doing fucking homework. I mean, well, BDSP as well, Wayne. You can hunt, well, up until the point that that game existed, like when it came out. But yeah, BDSP, you can hunt just about every shiny legend, except for the stuff that came after BDSP. But Showman raids makes no sense in the lore. They're locked away in their shrines, and all of a sudden they just show up in terror raids. That too! That too! Them being in the raids makes no sense. I didn't say the odds were good, Wayne. I just said you could hunt almost every legend. I didn't say it would be a fun hunt. I didn't say it would be easy. I just said you could do it. Yeah, like that. Definitely wasn't a fun hunt. Yeah, I did it. It was doable. Wasn't fun though. Nice timing to show back up, Michelle. I didn't even like that event because it was just guaranteed shiny. Like, yeah, I caught one because I want to get a shiny Rayquaza from every game possible. So I caught it. But you didn't earn it. You just beat the raid. And the raid was super fucking easy to beat. There's no challenge to it. I literally logged on, built up a Sylveon, and went and soloed it. Yay. Hey, what's going on, Lex? How you doing? I'm doing good myself over here. Good to see you, buddy. Sword and Shield is much better. The shortest one I had was 20. The longest was 10K. Ouch, Wayne. Luckily, I haven't gone 10K. I've had some long hunts, though, but not 10K. I mean, yeah, it's got that a meta, but still. Hey, let's go, Lex. Congrats. I was saying earlier, coming back from vacation at the airport in Amsterdam, I was playing Pogo. And I did a Team Rocket balloon thing, and I got a 000 Shadow C-Dot. 10K on a Wooloo? Ouch, that's gross. I'm glad you're doing better, Lex. Clearly not. I'm hoping that was without charm, not with Rage, Giovanni, and Pogo. Dude, Giovanni and Pogo can be a bitch sometimes. Thank you for the hydrate, squids. And the stretch as well. You know what? I do need a beer. Let me get up and stretch on my way over to the beer. Ugh. With charm? Oh my god. How the hell? That's nuts. I feel better about my 8K Age of Slash now. Oh wait, check it out. I got new emotes. You like my new emotes? Dude, my book is fucked up for that. Like, funny as hell for it, but fucked up for it. Yeah, I show Book all the new emotes, and she just goes, I like the one where you're dead. I'm like, thanks, babe. Appreciate that. It's good to know. It really is. Who needs enemies when you have a wife? Am I right? Abandoning dark for flying could work. There's potential in that idea. I'm trying to remember what else spawns there that flying might create a problem. Oh wait, you know what I just thought of, Meta? I wonder how many shiny Zorwas you failed. They put out a post that said the shiny Wo-Chen has been beaten a total of 3.5 million times. Holy shit. 3.5 million? Dear God. Alright, well, I guess I get my shiny Wo-Chen here next week. Fair enough, man. I will say Zorua and Zoroark are pretty easy. Ditto's a bit of a pain in the ass. But Zorua and Zoroark are really easy. Oh, so here's a fun thing from vacation, right? So, as some of you may know, because I've talked about it before, I recently made a change and I switched from doing actual chewing tobacco to just the nicotine pouches, you know? And I brought a couple of cans with me over on the trip. Said I would have some because I didn't know if I'd be able to find what I like over there. And so I brought some stuff with me, right? And so we get to Santorini in Greece, and we go out to go on our winery tour, and we're waiting for our tour guide to pick us up. And I realized, ah, shit, I forgot to bring my fucking pouches with me. It's gonna be a bit of a rough day if I can't get my fix in. But there's like, in Greece and Italy, there's little just like shops. They're like, not even shops. They're just like little like newspaper stands, you could call them, just set up everywhere. They're just like tents with coolers and shit underneath them almost. So I go up to the shop to see if they have the little nicotine pouches to buy. And not only do they have them, but they have the brand I like. And I'm like, bet. You have a watermelon flavor. Well, anytime I see watermelon, I'm like, I'm getting that. Is anything watermelon flavored, I'm all the way fucking in on that shit. Like, let's go. So I get the watermelon flavor. And I'm like, cool, I got my fix for the day. We're good to go. And so we're going out, we're doing the tour, we're doing our thing, and I decided to pop one of the pouches in, right? Nah, man, a watermelon flavoring is always a hit. I love me some watermelon. But so I put one of the pouches in, and like, it immediately hits me. Like, I feel like I just hit my dab pen. I'm like fucked up off this nicotine pouch, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Watermelon Jolly Ranchers are better than... Fuck yes, they are, Squid. So I'm like, dude, why is this fucking, you know, thing, like, fucking me up like this? What is going on? So I started doing some research, right? Here in the US, the pouches come at either 6 milligrams or 9 milligrams. Right? 9 milligrams is like the extra strength ones. The 6 milligram is the standard. So I used to do the 9s, and I just recently switched over to the 6s before vacation. The one I bought in Greece was like the standard, like, I'm trying to how to, they have 6 strengths. There's dots on the top of the can, and there's like 6 circles, and then they fill in for how strong it is. The 3 dot is like the midline. That's like the standard strength. Anything above that is extra strength. Anything below that is like, you know, what you buy if you're a pussy over there, right? So I buy the, I don't know this. So the one I got was a 3 dot. It looked like the normal can that I buy here. There was nothing special that said extra strength, nothing on it, right? There wasn't, it didn't say 6 or 9 like it does here, nothing. So I buy it, and it fucks me up. And I'm like, God damn. So I started doing some research. You know what the strength of the fucking midline pouches in Greece and Italy is? Like the European version of the fucking brand? The midline strength? Fucking 12 milligrams. Fucking 12 for the midline. And then, this is even better. So I found in Italy a 5 dot. I found a 5 dot in Italy. And so I bought it because I had to fucking try it. Fucking 20 for the 5 dot. What the fuck is the 6 dot? Does the 6 dot just kill you? Oh, dude, the 20 like the 12 knocked me on my ass. The 20, dude, the first time I did the 20, I literally felt like the same way I do when I'm sitting here hitting my dab pen. Like, same fucking feeling. Like, I felt so fucking stoned. So naturally, before I left, I bought a bunch of cans to bring back with me. You can't get that shit here. And I'm like, I'm going to enjoy this for as long as I can. Because you want to talk, like, fixing your anxiety. Like, dude, I start getting, like, I'm at work. And I start getting, like, stressed out and, like, upset about the project. I pop one of those. And I don't give a fuck anymore. You kind of want a Rare Mark Zangoose to go with the Rare Mark Viper? Oh, God, Raph. That would be a hell of a hunt to actually go for a rare mark and not just get it by accident like you did earlier. It would be cool as hell, though. God damn it. Ugh, fucking A, man. Exhausted until the humidity drop. Wait, humidity can drop? It doesn't just stay at 80% all the time? Is that really a thing? Dude, everywhere else in the world, it'll be really humid, it'll rain, and then it's less humid, right? That's how it works everywhere in the world. That's how weather works. Not in Florida. It'll be humid as fuck, it'll rain, and then it will be more humid after the rain. Oh, I think Book's home. Welcome home. Did you have a good night with your mommy? It what?
What?
Well, you know what I mean. For real, Meta. Welcome home.
Thanks. I bought myself lunch for the morning.
Nice.
Looks like I can do Uber Eats and spend double the amount, or just get one of their flatbreads
Yeah.
and spend half the amount.
Makes sense to me. Alright, the company you get your vape stuff from got sued, and now they're not making the vapes anymore. So quitting is gonna be a lot sooner than I thought. That's not a bad thing. No, definitely not a bad thing. That's definitely a good thing. Best of luck on your quitting journey, Squid. Find good things help you quit. Hard candy's been a huge help. Hell yeah, man. Ooh, Tropius. I like Tropius as shiny. It's not the greatest, but I like it. Proud of you for putting in the effort there, Squidums. Whee! Nope. Oh, there you go. Ugh. But speaking of, I forgot to continue the vacation stuff. So we talked Athens yesterday. We did that. I don't think anything interesting happened on the boat after Athens. I think we just kind of chilled and hung out. I remember there was one day I had some cool times. There was one day I was sitting in the hot tub, ended up talking with this guy who was there, this family from Brazil. He was super chill. And then another day in the hot tub, there were like these two people. They were like brother and sister, but they were like older. You know what I mean? Like they were like adult brother and sister on a family trip. But they were from Australia, so that was a fun conversation. We actually met a couple of different people from Australia. We met them. Then at the bar, we were talking to this other lady who was from Australia. So like that stuff was pretty cool. It was funny though, because like the guy that was in the tub, when he said he was from Australia, I was like, no shit, I would not have guessed Australia. And he was like, you don't think so? And he knew. He knows what he looks like. I'm like, yeah, no, definitely wouldn't have said Australia. And he's like, where would you have said? And I was like, I don't know exactly, but probably like Pacific Islands somewhere. And he was like, all right, cool. Yeah. He's like, my dad was like, he was saying his dad was like Filipino or something. I was like, all right, yep. I know you had that look about you. Why do they run down the road? Why aren't they just hanging out like every other Pokemon? But after Athens, we went to Santorini. And so if you've ever played Overwatch, you know Santorini. Because Santorini is one of the maps in Overwatch. But yeah, if in Overwatch, it's the level. I'm trying to think how to explain it. But it's level with like all the white buildings with like the blue roofs and stuff. That's literally just Santorini, Greece. But Santorini was super fun. It was another one of those ports where the cruise ship had to dock offshore, like anchor offshore, and we had to take a ferry into the port because the cruise ship couldn't dock there. But when you get to the port, unlike all the other cities we visited on this trip, the city wasn't at sea level. The port was at sea level, but the city was on top of the cliff. And so you had three options to get up to the city. One, you could ride a donkey up this path, up these steps, and that'll take you to the top of the city. The other way is you can walk up, and it's a pretty long walk. And the walking path is the same as the donkey path. So not only is it hot and a long walk up a cliff, but you're dodging donkey shit the whole way. So it's not a pleasant walk either. The third option is you can take a cable car and it just rides you up. Until to see you ride a donkey. I wasn't about to do it. We did the cable car. Now the thing is, if you've ever seen like a cable car, they typically run like, you know, at a like an angle. It's like a diagonal that goes up, right? It just kind of gradually climbs to get you where you want to go. No, remember, we're going up a fucking cliff. So the cable car was damn near vertical. Like it went up more than it went out. Considerably. It was like it was almost a straight shot up. So that was pretty freaky. I didn't really enjoy the cable car ride on the way up very much. The way down, I was drunk, so I enjoyed the way down, but the way up, I did not enjoy that very much. It was like bumpy and the thing kept shaking, and it's like the bottom of the cable car is barely missing the cliff. Where the fuck was I? I wasn't wasted, but I was definitely drunk on the way down, which we'll get to that. We'll get there. So we get up into Santorini, and this was another one where it was like we had to like get to a certain spot to meet with the tour guide. However, we ended up getting up like into the city area a lot quicker than expected. So we ended up with like a ton of time to kill before we had to meet the tour guide. And so we're like, well, fuck it. Let's go get, let's go get ourselves a Freddo cappuccino. We'll have some breakfast. We'll hang out for a little bit. Enjoy the Santorini morning air. So we found a little shop. We got some breakfast. We got some cappuccinos. We sat down, just kind of enjoyed the morning. Went to the meetup spot to meet up with the tour guide. Got picked up, and like, it was like, I'm trying to think how to describe it. It was like a van, but it was like a really, really nice van. Like really nice, way nice. Way nice for anything I was expecting to get picked up in. And we had one other couple that was doing the tour with us that day. So they had already been picked up at a different spot. So we get in and they start taking us out to like the outskirts of Santorini, like away from the city. Shiny was going to take this. Like none of us thought it, Yeti. None of us thought this. No, it wasn't a... Here, let me see. Let me see if I can find, like, a picture. Let me see if I can find a good picture here. Okay, this is pretty close. We didn't have all the fancy lighting in this, but that's in this picture. But this is basically what the tour van looked like. This was basically the interior of the van. So yeah, it was a really nice van, right? You get the point. So we get picked up, we go and start the tour. And so, obviously there was the driver, then there was the lady that was like the one actually giving the tour. And so she's like explaining to us as we're driving out to the first winery, because we went to 3 different wineries in Santorini. And on the way to the first one, she's explaining, hey, what's going on, Shide? How you doing? She's explaining like how the grape cultivation and stuff, like the history of it in Greece. And so this part was super cool. Like, I thought it was really interesting. And again, like, the Athens Acropolis tour, the history thing, that was supposed to be a me thing. And Book ended up really enjoying it, which I was very happy about. The wine tour, I booked specifically for her. That was supposed to be her thing. I was just along for the ride. And, opposite happens. I ended up really enjoying the wine tour. But so she's explaining to us the history of everything. And then we pulled over at one point where there were a bunch of like grapevines. And so she actually showed us the fields and like how everything works. So one, Santorini is a volcanic island. So the ground is mostly volcanic rock. The soil is volcanic soil. It's a very dry island. It doesn't get a lot of rain. Hey, let's go, Meta. Hell yeah. Like, it doesn't get a lot of rain, so everything's very dry. Like, the beach there, the sand is black because it's volcanic sand. Like, everything's volcanic on this island, right? And she's explaining to us how the grape fields, they don't use any irrigation on the grapes. It's completely natural. They don't have like any parasites or anything on the island that affect the grape crops. So they don't use any pesticides. They don't use any irrigation. Everything just grows naturally. And what they do in order to make that happen is as the grapevines grow, rather than having them grow like up and out like you would find in other places, they take the vine and they wrap it around, and they basically like make like almost like a reef shape with the vine as it grows. And so by doing that, what happens is when the leaves sprout off the vine, the leaves end up making like a canopy, right, over the vines. And then the grapes grow underneath the leaves in the shade they provide. So it keeps the sun off the grapes as they grow. And so they stay good. And the other thing the leaves do is they catch all the morning dew. As like in the morning when everything's like, hey, what's going on, Greed? Like it's all the dew forms in the morning and stuff. It forms on the leaves, and then since they're in a canopy over the grapes and over the vines, the dew falls off the leaves into the ground. Welcome back, Squid. And that's what waters the grape plants. And because of that, it ends up being more like kind of salty water because the ocean's right there. And so the water it gets from the dew ends up being a little saltier. And so it gives like the Santorini grapes a very different taste. Same with the wine. And then they go through and they pick all the grapes by hand to turn them into wine. It's like that whole process to me was super fucking cool. And I've got pictures that I'll have to, when I get the SharePoint set up, not the SharePoint, but the Google Drive with all the pictures set up, I'll have to show it to you. It's super cool how they develop this farming technique for the grapes. Like, how the hell anybody thought of this and then actually made it work is insane to me. But it's how they've been cultivating grapes ever since people have lived on the island. So, that part was pretty cool. The first winery we go to was different, right? Or actually, I shouldn't even say that. Let me rephrase that. The first two we went to had a little bit of a thing about them, right? Because the buildings that the winery was in, where they made everything and did everything, it wasn't a building. They literally just carved out the rock on the mountain and created rooms and vats and everything just by digging out and excavating the rock. And so everything is done just within this like kind of naturally cooler environment where it's like inside the rock, so it's all protected from the heat. They've got like really high windows for ventilation and to get like airflow through. So really different as far as like the architecture stuff goes. And so every stop kind of went the same. You know, we got a tour of the winery. We saw like the ancient method that was used. Well, all right. So the first two, we saw the ancient method because the first two were older wineries that had been around for a while. And so they still had all the stuff because again, it wasn't like it was, they couldn't do anything with it, right? All this old stuff was carved out, right? So what they would do is they would feed the grapes into like a big stone vat that was carved out of the wall. And then the pressure from the grapes on top would push down and crush the grapes underneath. And then the juice would spill out into a deeper vat carved out of the rock. And that's where the wine would ferment. was just in these big stone vats. And so that was the ancient way to do it. And then over time, they, started using more modern technology for, making their wine and using, casks and stills and different things like that. But all the, old vats and stuff were still there. So we got tours of all that. Listen here, Yeti. And then we sat down on this outside patio overlooking the cliff and the bay where all the cruise ships and stuff were anchored. Tried 4 or 5 different wines, had some snacks with it, some cheese, some meat, some grapes, or olives, things like that, right? Got some great pictures from there. The wine was very good. Y'all should know by now, I'm not a wine person. I'm a beer and whiskey kind of guy, right? Wine isn't my thing. I've tried wine a bunch. Never been a fan of it. The only wines I've tried that I was like, oh, this is good, have been expensive wines. And I don't got money to buy expensive wine, right? So I just don't drink wine. These wines in Greece, though, in Santorini, were so good. Very light, very refreshing. They didn't have that really bitter wine aftertaste you get a lot, just overall very, very tasty wines. So finish with the first one, get back in the van, go to the second winery, which was set up the same way. You had the old system with all the stone vats and everything else. And then you had the newer stuff. We did another tasting there. So the first winery actually has a distributor here in the US where they ship the wine over, and so you can buy it here. And so we got the information for the distributor so that we can try to get some of the wine from that place later on. The second one did not have that. They only sell their wine in Greece. They will ship, but it's super fucking expensive to ship. So we did end up buying a bottle from them. But same kind of thing. We ended up trying 5 different wines. All very tasty. Very tasty. Nice, Meadow. Look at you going on a shiny roll now. So the first one we tried, it was 3 whites and a red. And then the second one we tried, it was 2 whites and 3 reds. All of them were very good. The last one was a little too sweet for me. Book loved it. I thought it was a little too sweet, but it was supposed to be like a dessert wine, whatever that means. And then for the third spot we visited was the only one we went to that was a newer facility. This was a new winery. They'd actually bought an old resort, small resort on the beach, and turned it into their facility. And so again, we got a little quick tour of that, and then we sat outside on the patio right off the beach, overlooking the Mediterranean. And just holy fuck, what a view. You just sit there and sip wine, overlooking the Med with the black sand beach right in front of us. Just, so cool. And then randomly, this dog just comes walking up off the beach, steps up onto the patio, looks around for a little bit, and then just goes back on the beach and runs off. I was like, okay, well, that just happened. Cool. So again, tried a couple of different wines from that place. That place we didn't even... The wines there were good, but they weren't nearly as good as the first 2 we went to. So we didn't really look into ordering their stuff at all. And so that was the final winery we went to. And from there, we still had like a while left in Santorini. I don't know, man. For me, the Tropius was pretty easy to tell apart. I didn't have a lot of trouble with it. But so they brought us back where they initially dropped us off at. And it was like, all right, well, I guess let's find some food now. So keep in mind at this point, I've already had like several glasses of wine. Cause like it was a tasting, but they were giving us pretty generous pours for the tasting. It wasn't just like a sip. They were giving us like half a glass for each wine. Like they were giving us quite a bit. So at this point in the day, I've already had several glasses of wine. So we start walking around Santorini, looking, and we end up we had talked to the tour guide, and she had given us some recommendations on where we can eat. And so we went and found one of the places, and it was like on one of the higher points in the city. So again, like we go and sit down. All the seating is outside still. Same with Italy, like you don't sit inside at any of these places. All the seating in these restaurants is outdoors. And so we're sitting outside on this patio. Amazing view of the water on our side. And ordered a bunch of food. I forget what the fuck Book ordered. What did she order in Greece? Now I can't remember now. I wonder if I have a picture of it. I remember what she ordered. Because her food was good. I know that. I tried... Every time we went somewhere, like, we would try a little bit of each other's food. You know? I would have a little of hers. She'd have a little of mine. No, I did not get a picture of the food. Did Book take a picture and send it to me and I forget to save it? Nope, that's not what happened either. What the fuck? She must have the picture of it. I forget what she ordered there. I'm trying to remember. God, I hate brain farts. But anyway, I had... Now I gotta look up the name of this dish. Hang on. Nope, that's not it. What the fuck, Google? You're letting me down. Oh, okay, there it is. Moussaka. All right. So I ordered moussaka. And it's basically like the Greek version of a shepherd's pie. Is the only way I can explain it. It comes in like a little clay pot that they cook it in. And so you've got like cheese on the top, sort of like French onion soup. And then it's got potatoes underneath, a slice of eggplant, and then minced pork on the bottom. And it's got like all the stuff under the cheeses and a gravy. It was so fucking good. I cleaned this clay pot. I cleaned this shit out. I ate every drop of this dish. One of the tastiest things I've ever eaten. It was so good. And so then we were like, well, we just tried a bunch of wine all day. Let's mix it up. So we decided to get some local beers. Well, because of the donkey rides up and down the cliff, a lot of stuff in Santorini is donkey related. And so they have a whole line of donkey beers from the local Santorini brewery. It's the Santorini Brewing Company. All right. And all their beer names are donkey related, right? Let me see if I can find the actual names of these beers. So they've got Yellow Donkey, which is like a citrus beer. They've got Red Donkey, which is more of like a red lager. So if you've ever had like Killian's Irish Red, the Red Donkey is similar to that. They've got Crazy Donkey, which is an IPA. And supposedly it's the first IPA produced in Greece. Yeah, see, I told you it'd be obvious, Meta. They've got White Donkey, which is like a German style beer. They've got Slow Donkey. Which apparently they only produce once a year. And then they've got Lazy Ass, which is just a standard lager, but it's kind of fruity. So we ended up trying the Red Donkey, the Yellow Donkey, and the Crazy Donkey at the restaurant. So like we ordered a yellow and a red first, and hey, there it is! 1889 shiny Sizzlipede. It shines. Shinies do exist. I have seen them. Finally. Oh my God, the nightmare ends. The nightmare concludes. Let's go. Oh. My time has come. Oh. Holy shit. All right, guys, nature guesses. Nature guesses on the Sizzlipede. And I am going to go prepare a celebratory shot. Under two back. It's done that like twice ever. I don't know why one night. Why have you ever complained about being full? Go back. Alright, so we got sassy, modest, naughty. Any other nature guesses, guys, while I pour my shot of ouzo here? Any other nature guesses? Thank you, Squids and Yeti, for the clips. So we were talking about Santorini, so I had to do a shot of the ouzo that I bought in Santorini that was brewed in Santorini. No other nature guesses. All right. And no mark. And it is hasty. This bitch was not hasty. Are you kidding me? This thing was not hasty. But anyways, cheers, guys. I finally got the Sizzlipede. Oh, there it is. Opposite day for real. Right, Meta? That bitch was slow. And now I still got a bunch of eggs I gotta hatch. Alright, well, let's save. Before something bad happens. Alright, let's check this next egg. And then figure out what comes next. Maybe a second one. I would have been so mad. Meta. Stupid hack shinies, am I right? Alright, Amungus in the chat. Gotta figure out what to do next. I didn't really have a plan. Yeah, getting traded shinies is always meh. Yeah, see, I don't take traded shinies, Jack. I want my OT on them. Let me save again just to be safe. While I figure out what to do next. Have the trader badge on your shiny. We could watch some... Oh, my bad, Jack. I was talking to Meta. My bad. Have the trainer badge on your shiny. Exactly, Greed. That's the point. Watch funny VTuber shit. I don't know about that. Hey, let's go, Meta. I really don't have that one yet. Maybe that one. Let's see where the best place to hunt this fucker is. And then, do I have the sprite? Is the other question. Of course. Oh, wait, I do have the sprite for it. Cool. Things looks like the Widow Dagger is the best weapon. Huh. Good to know, Greed. But yeah, so let's see. Where's the best place to hunt this fucker? Giant seat in a thunderstorm. So down here. All right. Weather dates. What date do I need? Wild area, November 1st. Yeah, no, Yeti, this is supposed to be a 60% spawn rate here. Route 4 is 30%. This is supposed to be 60. Slightly better, I would say. Hack Ditto, but we use for breeding, so that's fine. Yeah. If you're using it for breeding, who gives a shit, right? Alright, let me get this hunt set up and the auto counter going. And then we'll continue on with the Santorini story. But yeah, we were talking about Santorini, and I get the shiny, so I've got to do a shot of Uzo. Especially Uzo that I bought in Santorini, that was brewed in Santorini. Like, how do I not? You know what I mean? There we go. And oh wait, I can't have one. Electron. Enters. That's one. Start hunt. Move you over. Let's fix the color scheme here. Actually, you know what? There we go. I like that better. Might move that down there. Okay. If you ever do Masuda. Yeah, I mean, after seeing what I've been going through, I can't blame you if you decide you never want to do that. Alright, now, does the auto counter work? Auto counter works. Cool beans. Alright, we're all set up for the next hunt. So, yeah, so we're at the restaurant. We're like, we order the yellow and the red donkey first. And we share those, like we each, you know, we each drink a little bit of each. I ask Book which one she prefers. I give her that one. I take the other one. I drink it. She still has plenty of drink left, so I order a crazy donkey. And like our waiter at this restaurant was not being the friendliest, you know. He was definitely like fucking American tourist. Was kind of his attitude when we first got there. And so he was kind of being a little mad towards us, which I didn't give a fuck about. The view was amazing. The company was amazing. The food was absolutely delicious. The beer was refreshing. I don't even give a fuck that the waiter didn't like us, you know? So I get a crazy donkey, and he's like, yeah, you know that's an IPA. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I want to try it. Bring me a crazy donkey. Like, quit trying to talk me out of shit. Let me try it. And again, like, I'm not an IPA guy. Like, I don't think you guys ever heard about me drinking an IPA on stream. I typically don't drink them. I really don't like the color on my counter right now. I'm sorry, it's bothering me. See, that's too bright now. And now it looks green. God damn it. I can't get it right. It's really bothering me. It shouldn't, but it is. All right, that's probably the best I'm gonna get. Oh well. So it brings me the Crazy Donkey again. Like, not a big IPA fan. There's a few here and there that I've tried that I like, but overall, not usually something I go for. But I'm just trying all the local shit, so I'm like, whatever. Bring me the IPA. The Crazy Donkey was actually pretty good. Didn't have as much of like that really strong and, you know, like aftertaste that IPAs normally have. So again, very happy with the choice. Waiter's still kind of being a little mad towards us. And then I go, hey, can I get some Ouzo? And as soon as I said that, his whole fucking demeanor changes. And he like perks up and he's like, Ouzo? You want Ouzo? And he's like all excited like a puppy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying everything Greek. I haven't tried Ouzo yet. Well, you got Ouzo, right? He goes, oh, wait, we have Ouzo. And like rushes off. And I'm like, right, exactly, man. He was like, all right, this guy knows what he's doing now. Let's go. I'm in. And so, I had to like talk to a bunch of Greek people over the like, you know, Athens and Ardennes, Santorini about Ouzo. And everybody had... Nobody was really positive on Ouzo. And when I said I wanted to try it, everybody's reaction was like, really? Are you like, you want to try it? Like, are you sure? Like, a lot of people I talked to were like, I don't know, dude. You probably don't want to try that. And I was like, no, I want to try Ouzo. Should have led with that. Well, I didn't know that was going to change his demeanor, Shauku. If I'd known that, I would have started with it, you know? But everybody told me, if you're gonna order Ouzo, get it with ice and a little bit of water. That was the advice everybody gave me. Yeah, remembering to save is a good idea, Meta. It's a very good idea. So, everybody told me ice and a little bit of water. So the funny thing with Ouzo is it's a clear liquor, right? It's like vodka or silver rum, just completely clear liquor. But there's something in the Ouzo, when you add water to it, it turns cloudy. Like it turns like a milky kind of color. It's just when water gets added to it, it gets this like chemical reaction and it turns it like, you know, like the white Gatorade? It's almost like that, the like color of it. And so everybody told me if you're gonna get Ouzo, get it with ice and a little bit of water. That's the way to drink it. So that's how I ordered it, right? And that's what every Greek person I've talked to over the last 36 hours has told me to do. Ice and a little bit of water. So I order it that way. Dude brings me a glass that's like, it's not even a glass, it's more of like a triple shot glass. You know, those like really tall like shot glasses, like 3 shots. It looks more like that than a glass. And it's like 3/4 of the way filled up with this clear liquor. But again, there's no ice. It's just the Ouzo. And I was like, no ice. And he goes, just try it as is. And I was like, if you say so. So I take a sip and he's like, and I'm like, that's really good. And he's like, right? And I was like, everybody keeps telling me if I'm gonna get Ouzo to get it with ice and water. He goes, you like whiskey? I'm like, oh, I love whiskey. He goes, right. When you go to give somebody a good whiskey that you like, do you want to give it to them watered down or do you want them to really experience the flavor? And I was like, yeah, no, I want them to drink it straight. He goes, exactly. You ask me for Ouzo, I'm going to give you Ouzo. So dude was like an Ouzo connoisseur. I actually do love Mobile Stiff Shiny meta. It is a really good one. And they fucked up a lot of the new shinies in Scarlet and Violet. Not that one. But I mean, he was like, he went from being like practically French, like fucking Americans, get out of my restaurant, to like my best friend just because I ordered Uzo and liked it. It was one of the funniest like 180s I've seen somebody do. So I drink my Uzo. I think Book got another drink. I can't remember if she did or not. We finished our food. As the waiter comes back to like, you know, get our plates, and he's like, I guess I don't have to ask you if you liked it. And like, he's looking at my plate, and like I said, the clay pot is just completely cleaned out. Oh, welcome back again, Squid. Aw, poor kitty. And so like, he just went to being so great. And so we finish up there, we pay our tab, we walk off, and we just explored like the downtown Santorini area for the next few hours. Went to a bunch of shops, bought a bunch of like, you know, gifts for everybody back at home. Oh, I bet, Squid. You know, we got like t-shirts for Llama and Book's brother. I bought a bunch of magnets to hand out to people at work. We had some keychains or different things. But, and I'll have to post a picture of this in the Discord because I don't think I can show it on stream. The shop we went to had this rack out front that had a bunch of like keychains and bottle openers and stuff on it, right? Only the keychains and bottle openers were wood carvings that were painted and had like pictures and stuff painted on them and stuff, and all these crazy colors and whatnot, right? Super cool. Except all of these keychains and bottle openers, the wood was carved into the shape of a dick. They had wooden cock bottle openers and keychains. That were just like painted and like had picture like little drawings and stuff on them. So naturally, I bought a woodcock bottle opener that I've got sitting on my desk right now. It's blue and it's got like a sticker of a laughing donkey on it. It's some like little drawings and stuff, but it's just a wooden dick. That's a bottle opener now. And so that sits on my desk for when I need to open a bottle. Let me get the picture and post it on the Discord for you guys now that I'm talking about it. I'm posting the pictures to the Discord now, guys. Go to the Discord if you want to see my new bottle opener. So yeah, I had to. I had to do it. It was too funny not to walk away without buying one. You know what I mean? You know what I just realized? I also need the toad thing here. So I can literally just check both of them as I go. That would probably be smarter than just focusing on the Electrike. Because I do need the Toad Boy as well. I told you, Meta, it's a literal wooden cock. And it's a bottle opener. And it's got a donkey on it. So yeah, I had to buy it. I could not leave without one. It was just too funny to pass up. Yeah, Palpitoad. I need one of these guys. So I'll check these in between Electrics. But I couldn't resist, guys. I couldn't resist it. It was just too funny to me. So we did all that. Right, we did all our shopping and got a bunch of gifts and stuff. I I bought the bottle of Santorini Ouzo while we were there. It's like I said, I had to do it. So there was like a liquor store, and so I went in and found a bottle of Santorini Ouzo and bought it. So then as we're walking around, it's getting closer to the time we have to get back on the boat, and I'm like, there's one more thing I need to do. It's kind of, I used to go to an AG class in middle and high school. When all sorts of animals shows and competitions are always giant fans on the ceilings in the big bars. Yeah, I asked you one day what those fans are called. Oh, that's just a big ass fan. Walked away later when the company name was, yes, that is a real thing. When I worked at Amazon, right, when I was in the warehouse, they had these giant fans to like cool down the work areas. And the first, like, I'm interviewing, I'm there for the interview still. I don't even work there yet. And they're giving us like a tour of the facility. And we walk under one of these giant fans. And I look up at it. And right in the middle of the fan, it just says, big ass fan. And I see that and I just point and go, huh, that's a big ass fan. And everybody else that was there for the interview looked at me like I was so stupid. And I'm like, no, really, it's a big ass fan. Look at it. It says it right on it. Yeah. But, I mean, that's the name of the company, and it says it right on the fan. Big ass fans. But so we finished our shopping. Things are winding down. It's almost time to leave Santorini. And I'm like, Book, there's one more thing I need to do while we're here. One more thing I need to do. We need to find a bar that serves Metaxa. Right, Meta? Somebody knew their marketing strategy. And so, like, Book's confused. She's like, what? I'm like, Metaxa. It's a Greek liquor. It's like the last thing that's Greek that's on my list to try, and I haven't tried it yet. So we're walking around. She's checking out shops and buying more stuff and whatnot. And I find like this little bar. And so I go in and I'm like, hey, do you sell Metaxa here? And he's like, nah, I don't. I'm sorry. But my buddy owns the bar down the street here. And they have Metaxa. So if you want Metaxa, go there. I'm like, bet. Let me grab the wife and we're heading that way. So we find this like little bar. There's only like 3 other people in it and the bartender. Very cozy little place. We go in and sit down, and I'm like, I heard that if I want Metaxa, this is where I need to go to get it. And he was like, you want Metaxa? And I was like, I'm trying everything Greek. I haven't tried Metaxa yet. I gotta check it off the list, dude. And again, even the bartender is like, I don't know, dude. Are you sure? Like, And I'm like, I got it, dude. So he starts telling me about it, that like they've got different flavors of it. And he's like, you know, if you're really serious, he goes, there's these flavored Metaxas and they're so good. You'll drink a bottle of it before you even fucking realize you're drunk. And he's like, I can't drink this stuff anymore. He's like, I got so drunk on Metaxa one night, I can't even look at it anymore. But if you really want some, I'll give you the original stuff. And I'm like, yeah, sure, bring it on. So he's getting the bottle out and he's telling me how it's Greek brandy is what it is. And so if you're in the know with liquor, brandy is typically a higher quality liquor. It's usually brewed like more small batches. And when you order it, you get like a very small serving. Agreed, Shauku. The electric blue is a very good one. I can't wait to see it in the game. So yeah, like brandy, you normally get like 1.5 ounces is a serving of brandy, right? So he tells me Metoxa's a brandy. And so I'm expecting to get like, you know, half a shot in a glass with a 1 ice cube kind of deal, right? It's kind of what I'm expecting. Motherfucker pours me a glass of Metoxa. Okay? A fucking glass. Let me see if I can find pictures here to give you for reference, okay? I wonder if I can find a picture for reference on this. Okay. So here's a good gauge of what I'm talking about here, okay? So if you look, like, why doesn't it pick up my cursor? What the shit? Oh, there we go. So you see right here, this is the Metoxa pour, right? This is it. This little bit here is the pour in this advertisement. This is what I'm expecting to be poured. Motherfucker filled it up to here. Gave me a glass of Metoxa. All right, no ice, no mixer, just a fucking glass of Metoxa. And I'm looking at this glass like, oh, fuck me. This is about to be a rough night. Like, holy shit, dude. I wasn't trying to drink half the fucking bottle. I just wanted to try it. So Book ends up ordering like a local hard cider. Well, local-ish. There's not really apples in Greece, but local-ish cider, you know. And so I tried the Metoxa, and it was very good. And it was the same with the Ouzo. Everybody was like trying to talk me out of trying it, right? Everybody was like, are you sure? Like, you want to, like for whatever reason, all the Greek people I talked to were like, you don't want Metoxa. Like, don't, like, yeah, like, even the bartender was trying to talk me out of trying it. And so I'm like really scared now. Because like the bartender's trying to talk me out of trying this stuff. And now he pours me an entire fucking glass of it like it's a beer. And I'm like, if this stuff is gross, like if it's like 1.5 ounces pour, I'll just down it. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave. I don't want to order the drink and not drink it. That would be rude. I'm not going to do that. Plus I paid for it, right? I'm not that guy. And so I'm like, fuck, like if this shit sucks, trying to drink this whole glass is gonna be a problem. I don't know if I can choke down a whole glass. This stuff is gross. So I take the first sip and it's just delicious. Very smooth, a little sweet, very flavorful. No, like, you know, like when you drink like cheap whiskey or tequila or vodka, it like burns and it's like, like you have to do a shot of it. Like it has to be chilled just right. And you need some kind of chaser to wash the taste out of your mouth. No, the Metoxa was just, like so smooth, great. So me and Book just hung out there for a while. She had a couple of ciders. I drank the entire glass of Metoxa and we just sat there and bullshitted with the bartender. And apparently he liked us because there was another couple there. And just out of nowhere, he just starts breaking out all these things and pours a bunch of shots and hands one to me and Book, hands a shot to the other couple, grabs one for himself, and he's just like, cheers, guys. And we all did a shot together. So apparently he liked us because he gave us a free shot. And then he was showing us on his phone the Instagram account for the bar. And he was showing us, he's like, you know, it's very quiet now. You know, it's afternoon, it's very quiet. He goes, here's what this place will look like in a few hours. And he shows us a picture of the bar, and it is like packed nut to butt, like no room to move. Just the entire fucking city is in this little bar. And I'm like, well, goddamn. I was like, I don't know if I'm happy we won't be here in a couple hours or mad that I'm gonna miss the party. Because that's fucking wild how many people you're cramming into this place. So yeah, finish my Metaxa, and at this point, I am drunk. Like, this is the first time the entire vacation. This is now Thursday. Or no, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I've been gone since the Thursday prior. And it is the first time the entire trip that I'm actually, like, intoxicated. I've had several glasses of wine. I've had several beers. I had a generous pour of Ouzo. It was like a double. It was like a 2.5 shots worth. And now I've had way too much Metaxa. I'm pretty drunk at this point. And those of you that have been around the channel for a while know, when I get drunk, I suddenly turn into a very social person. Which is probably why I was getting along so with the waiter and the bartender, because I think I was already drunk before then. I just wasn't feeling it. But yeah, I turn into a very social person when I'm drinking. Like, once I've had enough. So I'm being like social butterfly now. I have drank the autism away. And I'm just like everybody's best friend. Or at least I think I am. I'm pretty sure everybody fucking was annoyed by me. But we get on the cable car, we ride the cable car down to the pier, and the way down was wonderful. I'm looking at the cable car at the Mediterranean as we're approaching the ocean and just enjoying the view of the cliffs. And we get down to the pier, and there were some shops on the pier, and on the way in, we had checked out the shops. And one of them had this really nice Santorini ball cap I wanted to buy. But I was already wearing my baby metal hat, and I didn't want to have to carry around a second hat all day. So the plan the entire day was, on the way back to the boat, I'll stop at the shop and I'll buy the hat. It was like €5. Why wouldn't I buy the hat? It was a nice hat. So that was the plan. So we get down to the pier, I walk straight to the shop, I walk straight to the hat, pull the hat off the rack, and then I start walking up towards like where the register is to pay for it, and the guy working there is like, we're closed. I'm like, and he's like starting to put stuff away, and I'm like, I just want to buy the hat. He goes, we're closed. I'm like, I have cash, I'll give you the €5. No change, no credit cards. I'll just give you €5 for the hat. And he goes, no, we're closed. And wouldn't let me buy the fucking hat. Like, can you believe that shit? I had the €5 in my hand. All he had to do was take it from me. That was it. That was the entire transaction. And he wouldn't do it. I was so confused, guys. I've like never seen that kind of shit in my life. A shop owner just like refusing money. Like, I get if it was a €5 hat and all I had was a 50, and they're like, I get that. I get it's a €5 hat and I'm paying with a credit card. 100%. I'm with you. I'm literally holding the exact change. All you have to do is take it from my hand. Transaction complete. And he won't take the $5. And I had to put the hat back and walk away without it. I was like, dude, Yeti, I didn't even speak to him before that. I literally got off the fucking cable car, walked right to the shop, picked the hat off the rack where I knew it was, turned around to hand him the €5, and he wouldn't sell it to me. I didn't even say anything. Like, I was so confused. I was like, and that was when I finally spoke to him, and I was like, really? I can't buy the hat? Like, I have the money. Just take the money. That's all you have to do right now. Just take it. Apparently, Eddie. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not buying the hat now. And so there was a booth next to it. And so Book was over there shopping and looking for stuff there. And so I go over, and they had like a cooler, and in the cooler, they had Lazy Ass, the other version of the Santorini beers, the Santorini Brewing Company beers that I didn't get to try because the restaurant only had Red, Yellow, and Crazy. And I'm like, oh shit, this is the other beer I didn't get to try yet. So I bought Lazy Ass and just chugged it before we got back on the cruise ship. I gotta say, out of the four, Lazy Ass was my favorite. If you're ever at a bar and they have Lazy Ass beer, try it. It's very good. I'm a fan. I need to try to find some here to stock my beer fridge with. And it was good beer. So, it was just a wild day. Santorini was a just beautiful city. Like, the people were wonderful except for that one shop owner. The food was delicious. The wine was great. The beer was great. Like, I loved everything about it. I really did. I would 100% go back to Santorini for a vacation and like just spend a week in Santorini. 100% would go again. Because there was so much more we could have done there. There was like an olive oil tour where you could go and see how they make the Greek olive oil and all kinds of other stuff. There were caves to explore, beaches to go to. There was so much we didn't get to see on Santorini. And it's definitely on my list to go back there and actually just spend some time in Santorini. And I said yesterday how, like, I told Book the day she gives me divorce papers is the day I immigrate to Greece. 100% I'm looking at like hotels and resorts that need like English speakers and trying to get a job there and move to Santorini. Like, that's the goal at that point. Just loved everything about the island. There was really nothing I didn't like about Santorini. So we get back on the ferry, go back go back to the cruise ship. We get back on the cruise ship, and I'm already drunk, so naturally, we get changed into our bathing suits, go straight to the bar, order the $6 margaritas, and get in the hot tub. PLA and swap to zero mission? What's zero mission? So we're sitting in the hot tub, and as we're sitting there, they start closing the pool that's right behind us to clean it. And as they're like roping it off, I turn around and the lifeguard's like right behind me. I got you, better. And I'm like, yo, can I just like jump in the pool real quick and jump out, just like cool down real quick before you close it? And he's like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, come on, dude, like 5 seconds. I'll come around, I'll just dip in real quick, just cool down and get right back out. Like, I won't interfere with anything. I'll just be really quick. And he's like, no, I can't let you. They've already started roping it off. And I'm like, well, what if I just jump in anyway? What are you gonna do? Well, if I just jump in right now, what happens? Like, and he just was like, and then Book started yelling at me because I was being mean to the guy. And I'm like, I'm not being mean. I'm fucking with him. There's a difference. I'm just joking. And she's like, well, you're getting in arguments with people and you need to stop and you're gonna get us in trouble. I'm like, Book, I literally have not moved. This entire conversation, I've been sitting in the hot tub. I haven't stood up. I've made zero movement or effort towards the pool. I'm not raising my voice. I'm literally sitting here laughing as I'm saying this shit. Like, I'm clearly just joking around. Like, this is not an argument. We're not gonna get in trouble because I asked if I could jump in the pool real quick. That's not how that works. Like, there's nothing here that's gonna get us in trouble. Like, you need to relax, okay? Calm down. Go find a Xanax somewhere. And just relax. We're in the Med on a cruise ship in a hot tub right now. There's no reason to get your panties all in a wad, okay? But she's like, you're gonna get us in trouble. I'm like, how? How am I gonna get us in trouble by asking a question? You should write couples counseling books. Oh my God. We'll have to market them towards people who want the counseling to fail. You know what I mean? Like, does your significant other want you to do counseling, but you really just want the divorce? This book's for you. But I was like, how am I gonna get us in trouble? And she's like, we were arguing with everybody. I'm like, who am I arguing with? She's like, we were arguing with the girl in the casino before. I was like, I wasn't even arguing with her. All I did was tell her she's wrong. So that was it. When so the poker tournament I did, right? They had it marketed. The way they called it and advertised it as a sit and go Texas Hold'em tournament, right? Well, if you know, a sit and go tournament is what it sounds like. It's available for certain times. You buy in a certain number of chips. You come and sit down at an empty seat. You play until either you don't feel like it anymore, you run out of chips. And then you fuck off. And then somebody else comes in and takes your seat. And then you do it for the time frame. That's a sit and go. There's no real winner. It's not really a tournament. That's sit and go. Well, I go at the time of the tournament to find out how to like buy in and stuff. And there's another guy there, and we get told that it's full. I'm like, what do you mean it's full? It's a sit and go tournament. They're like, you had to come and register at a certain time and blah 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 blah. I mean, they're gonna like, yeah, that's not a sit and go tournament. Oh, Wikipedia. Oh God, Yeti, what the fuck? But me and the other guy are both like, that's not sit and go. You don't register for a sit and go tournament. That's not how that works. And so she's like, well, blah, blah, and I was like, Well, that's all well and good. You can have whatever rules you want. I'm just letting you know what you're doing is not sit and go. It's just a tournament. It's a one table tournament. That's what it is. It's not sit and go. Like, in book, and again, books like, oh my God, would you stop arguing with people? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not arguing with her at all. I'm already saying, fine, that's great. Call it something different. Call it a tournament. Actually mention somewhere that you have to register for it. But don't call it sit and go and then not have it be sit and go. Like, that's it. I'm just giving my opinion here. I'm just educating her. Like, there's no argument for not getting in trouble for this. It was like anytime I talk to anybody on the cruise that like worked for the cruise, Book would like get so freaked out that I was gonna get us in trouble. And I'm like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Start a fist fight with the fucking cruise staff? Yeti, what do you mean knows my behavior? 99.99% of the time, I don't talk to anybody about anything. Like 99.99% of the time, I don't even go to ask about the tournament, much less argue with them about what they call it. Like, and I definitely don't do anything that gets me in trouble. I might get a little annoying, but that's it. Like, they're not gonna kick us off the cruise because I'm slightly irritating. But it was like, what is going on here? And I was getting so annoyed by it because it's like, anybody else that's in the chat that's neurodivergent in some way, that deals with social anxiety issues and things of that nature, that has a hard time socializing and being, you know, that kind of person, like, you know how hard it is to like break free of that and interact with people. And like, it was so aggravating to me because I would start like breaking free and being comfortable and start like joking around, and then immediately Book would start yelling at me. It seems like a little suspicious they called it sit and go, right, Squid? But like, I was getting so annoyed because it's like, I'm actually being social. Like, I'm actually interacting with people. I'm talking. And you're gonna yell at me and get mad at me for that? Like, you should be encouraging that, not shutting it down. Like, what the hell? So I was getting a little annoyed by that part. What? I'm telling cruise stories.
Yeah, and talking mad shit.
I didn't talk mad shit. Hand me a beer, please.
No.
No. Hand me a beer, woman. I'm not being an ass. Yeti agreed with you and said that you know my behavior, and that, yeah, Yeti sided with you. Chat, put on your headphones. Mom and Dad are getting domestic. Book slapped the shit out of him. She's already gone, Jack. But yeah, no, it was just one of those things. It was like, I'm being social. I'm breaking out of my shell here. Let me. By the wrong label, I need to voice your opinion. Sit and go, not being safe. See, Xiaoku, you get it. You get it. And it wasn't just me. There was another guy there who was just as annoyed as I was. And he was giving her just as much shit as I was. Jack, don't you start. You know, I just wanted to play poker, and now I wasn't gonna get to. Now, the good thing was, me and the other guy made such a fuss that they scheduled a second tournament right after the first one. So we still got to play poker. Now, in hindsight, I would have been better off not joining. Because I didn't do well in the tournament. Not only did I get yelled at by Book, but I lost 150 bucks. So I probably should have just shut up and left. Book was right. I should have just shut up and left. But you know, you live and you learn. But yeah, that was Santorini. It was a very fun day. Lots of cool stuff happened. By far my favorite day of the trip. Like by far. More than Venice and anything else. Santorini was my favorite stop. Throughout the whole thing. Just everything about it. The weather was great. You know, the views, the shops, the people, the food. Oh God, Yeti, another Google Docky. I haven't even recovered from V Shoujo yet, and there's another thing happening now. What the fuck? Now what? Yay, Fang! How are you, Fang? I hope you're okay. Really sore? Damn thing. Did anybody get the license plate so we know who to hunt down? Quirk manifestation about to kick off. Only saw the color. Damn. Squid. Yeah, Fang. Fang was in a little bit of a collision earlier. A shitty motorist decided it would be a good idea to hit her and then leave the scene and just drive off. Same thing. This is why you should always have an autistic person with you everywhere you go. Because my ass would have gotten the fucking make, model, year, everything on that car. Cops would have showed up and I would have been like, that was a 2012 Chevy Malibu with the fucking Sea Coast blue paint job. Take a pocket autistic with you. But damn thing, I'm glad you're home now. Well, actually, are you home now? I'm assuming you're home now. I am one. Oh, wrong kind of autistic then. Okay, well, I'm glad you're home now. Just banged up, I'm guessing. No, like, nothing broken. No, major damage, right? Yay! Well, I'm glad you're safe, Bang. Even if a little banged up, at least you're safe. Tavern, we're gonna need to start researching traffic cams and such. We need to find the plate of this vehicle. We then need to track the plate to the owner. And as soon as that happens, we ride at dawn. Bomb the entire country at this point. I don't know about that. Might be a little too much collateral damage with that plan, Jack. Oops, did not mean to do that. But yeah, no, I can't wait to show you guys all the pictures. But yeah, Santorini, by far my favorite day of the trip. Already trying to figure out how to get back there and spend some real time there and be able to enjoy the nightlife, try more of the food, explore more of the island. There was this other couple we had met in the hot tub who was on the ferry with us on the way back, and they said they did a like an olive oil tour instead of a wine tour. And the guy was like telling us how like the guy was like where they went to like see how like the olives get pressed and everything else, they make the olive oil. The guy was like such a like olive oil snob. It was like, you don't use any other oil ever for any reason, just olive oil, it's all you need. And like I was like, we need to go back and do an olive oil tour because that shit sounds funny as hell to me. It's not really the inhumane part of it that I care about, Jack. It's just that, you know, too much risk of accidentally taking out somebody we don't mean to, you know what I mean? Oh no, I would too, Meta, and it would be wonderful. So I've got to go back to Santorini and do the olive tour. I have to. It just sounds too much fun. What time is it? Dude, getting that Sizzlipede woke me up so much. I was like barely able to keep my eyes open all night. And since that shiny an hour ago, I'm just feeling it. I got that nice adrenaline boost off of it. But yeah, no, so that was the end of that night. And then the next night, the next day was our final cruise destination, and that was Argostoli, Greece. All right, Fang, you get some sleep. Ice yourself as needed. Take care of yourself, all right? And so going into Argostoli, we had one mission, and one mission only. And that was to find a beach. Because we had been sailing around the Mediterranean for a week now, and we had yet to actually enter the water. And if you've never seen the water in the Mediterranean, it is very, very blue and clear. And I was like, I cannot go home without saying I swam in the Mediterranean. I can't do it. I have to do it while I'm here. So Argostoli was our last shot. We had to find a beach. And so we started looking into it, and everybody told us to go to this one beach. Well, the problem was everybody was going to that beach because that was the beach everybody was being told to go to, because it was the closest beach to where the cruise ship docked, right? And so everybody from the ship that was going to the beach was going to that beach. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I don't want to go to the beach that everybody's going to, right? It's going to be super crowded. I don't want to deal with it. The other thing was, it was a $40 cab ride from, or €40 cab ride from the pier to the beach, and then another €40 back. And so my ass is sitting there like, so you're telling me I gotta spend €80 to go spend the day at an overcrowded beach where everybody's gonna be? I'm out on that plan. I'm not doing that shit. Right? Fuck all that. I'm out on that plan. Let me see. I'm trying to find something real quick. Wait, why does this hang on, I'm trying to find something. Oh, there we go. Okay. I figured it out now. Okay. So, let's go back to the map here. So right here, right? Is this it? No, that's not it. Where'd it go? Hang on. Hang on. I gotta figure out where we were. Hang on. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, so this is where the cruise ship dock, right, is right here. The beach that everybody was going to was over here. This is where everybody was going. So it was a €40 cab ride to get over here and deal with all the crowds and the bullshit. And then it was €40 to get back to here. I wasn't about that plan. Right? Shouldn't shock anybody that I wasn't about that. So, I, in my infinite wisdom, did some research and discovered that for €60, I could just rent an ATV for the day. Just rent a quad. And we could drive that all over the island. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a much better idea. So we did just that. We got off the boat. I found a little rental shop over here. I paid my €60 for the quad. And we just drove the quad all around Argostoli. Because the fun thing in Greece is you can get quads registered with license plates and drive them around the island like they're a fucking car. So we had a quad with like mirrors and turn signals and a license plate, and we just started driving around the fucking island. And so we're looking for a beach, right? So naturally we went like over here to one of these beaches, right? Nope. Too easy. Where we went was over here. All right, no, not there. Where was the beach we went to? Was it over here? Hang on. Where's the fucking beach we went to? I could have sworn it was over here, but I don't see the beach we went to. Oh, here we go. We went here, Antisamos. So we rode the quad from here to here. And as you can see by the map, This is just straight mountains right here. Is all this is. So we literally started here, went all the way around this cove, up this road, through all these little small towns, all the way up this mountain road here, zigzagging up the fucking mountain, all the way through here, all the way through here, up through the mountains, came down to this little town, and then took this little mountain road here that went up the foothills. Right? Was it that one? Yeah. We took this road here, all the way up through 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 here. Or no, we took this road here. We came this way, all the way through here, and then down here to this beach. And this is the beach we hung out on for the day. And I gotta say, it was kind of freaky. Hang on, I gotta look up some conversions here real quick. All right, so these mountain roads back here that we drove through, like all through here, outside, like the little towns, it like went down, but through the mountain passes, the speed limits were 55, right? It was 55 mile an hour. It was 90 kilometer on the sign, but 55 miles per hour was what was on the signs. And when I tell you in Greece, the speed limits are just suggestions, it's an understatement. Nobody went the speed limit. Okay? Nobody. So we're on a quad. I can only go so fast. These are windy roads going up a mountain pass. I can only go so fast safely. I've got book on the back, hanging on to me. And I'm just trying to power this quad up these mountain roads that are like steep in places, and they're winding and doing hairpin turns, and I've got like cars lining up behind me waiting for opportunities to pass me, and I'm doing like 30 miles an hour for most of this because I really can't safely go much faster on this quad. And there was one point, the speed limit was like 45 kilometers an hour. And I'm doing the speed limit, and these two cars pass me. And just out of curiosity, I gun the quad. Keep in mind, the speed limit's 45 kilometers an hour. I get it up to 65 kilometers an hour, which is over 40 miles per hour, okay? It would have been... Yeah, I was going over 40 miles per hour on a quad. I'm doing 20 over the speed limit. And these cars are just pulling away from me like I'm not moving. And I'm like, how fucking fast are these guys going on this road right now? It was definitely freaky at times. It took a little while to get used to things and to get comfortable on the quad through these roads, because like for a lot of it, it was just cliff on the side of us. It wasn't like we were in a safe place. You know what I mean? Like, let me see if I can find, there's one spot in particular that was like super freaky. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here. Street view. Let me see here. Hang on. I'm trying to... There's a certain spot on this road I want to see if I can find. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this back up. Right. So this is where we're at. We're coming up this road. There's no guardrail here. It's just cliff. Just driving up through the mountains on this road on a fucking ATV. And like I said, just straight up like hairpin turns. And like, this is the road we're going up on a quad at 40 miles an hour. It was super sketchy, not gonna lie. It was sketchy as hell. But the views were amazing, as you can see. Like, amazing view going up this road. But super sketchy. At least on a quad, it was sketchy. And so, yeah, we just went, like, took that mountain road up, got all the way across the island on the quad, went to the beach, hung out in the water for a while. And the beaches there are incredible. Like, the water was crystal clear. And despite the fact that it was like 90 something degrees out, the water was actually pretty chilly, but it felt so good. We're in this beautiful cove surrounded by mountains. 2 fighter jets flew over us at one point. There were these yachts anchored out on the other end of the cove. For the beach being just way out on the other side of the island and kind of like the middle of nowhere, there were a lot of people at the beach. Not nearly as many as there would have been at the other beach. And so yeah, it ended up being just a really great experience. Like, we saved a bunch of money by doing it this way, and we got to see so much that we wouldn't have if we had just taken the cab to the beach that everybody told us to go to. As somebody who doesn't draw squid, I couldn't tell you. We drove through like this, like these olive orchards at one point, where like for like 10 minutes on this drive, we were just surrounded by olive trees. We drove through a couple of these like small little Greek like villages. Just like the scenery and the view the whole drive was breathtaking. Like, I was just so amazed at everything around me while I was driving. So yeah, I mean, from there, like, you know, we did the beach thing, just hung out in the water for a while, hung out at the beach, drove the quad back, drove around town for a bit, grabbed a small bite to eat, checked out some more shops. Hey, let's go, Meta. And then unfortunately at that point, like, the last stop Argostoli was a very short one. We didn't dock and get off the boat until 12:30, and we had to be back on by 6:30. So we didn't have a lot of time there, sadly. So, yeah, not long after we got back into town, it was time to return the quad and go and get back on the boat the final time. And I didn't want to get back on the boat. I didn't want to leave Greece. I really didn't. I enjoyed so much of it. It just, I mean, the food, the people, the drinks, everything was just so much fucking better than Florida. So much better than Florida. Like, not even a fucking contest. Oh, never mind, Meta. I take it back. But, yeah, no, that was our final Greece adventure, was riding an ATV around the mountains. Overall, very wonderful time and experience out there. Still got some more stuff for tomorrow. The final day on the cruise, and then the 2 days we spent in Venice. So I still got some more stuff to talk about. A nice little surprise for you then. But yeah, that was our Greece adventure. And all right, I might finally be overcoming the jet lag. I'm starting to feel more like me. Dude, why are there so many bronzors here? It's supposed to be a 28% spawn rate. Oh wait, you know what I just thought of? I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. I wonder if I have one. Do I have one in my boxes anywhere? Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'll have to do that for tomorrow. I just thought of the fact that I could put a lightning rod mod on my team and it'll spawn more. Yeah, let's move this over here before something bad happens to it. I mean, I have one in home. I just need to transfer one over tomorrow. And that'll make the bronzor spawn less. But yeah, guys, it's after 11 now. I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, listening to me yap about my vacation. It finally happened. Sizzlipede shined. Just shy of 1,900 eggs. One more off the living dex list. I have 85 shinies left to go now in my shiny dex quest. 85 left. So thank you all once again for being here, hanging out with me tonight. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and a great day tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you back here for the next happy hour.